Okay, that was ham, no mustard, double cheese with fries, 2 coffees,
Tammy,
2 fizzes, right?
Grab me a beer. Okay, make it quick, will ya?
Anything else? Okay, I'll get it as quick as I can. The kitchen's a little behind today, so it might...
Didn't you hear what I said?
Would you sit down and wait your turn? I'll
just
get you
want
as
a
fast
beer.
as I can. I got other customers.
Hey, do what I say, and there'll be a big kiss in it for you. Okay?
Oh, wow, a kiss from you?
That's all you have to do is go get my beer real quick. Okay?
Oh, you got it.
Okay. Well, sure took you long enough. And what'd you do, go and wait on everybody else before me? Huh?
Does that mean I don't get my kiss from the great Gil Prescott? I don't know if I can take the disappointment.
Tammy, you have no idea what you're missing. You know that?
Well, like they say, ignorance is bliss. So did you want to order, or is that going to be it?
No, I'd like to order.
Well, what do you want?
You really want to know?
Frankly, I could care less, but this happens to be my job, so what would you like?
Okay, I'd love to have a cute little blonde named Tammy, to go.
On white or whole wheat?
Well, I'd rather have her on my lap here.
Oh, no,
Hey,
yes,
Tammy,
I'm
would you
allowed.
mind getting some of that coffee over to the guy in the first booth?
Glad.
Gil, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't try to put the make on my best waitress.
Me, Leon? Well, come on.
Yeah, you, man. Look, at least not in the middle of lunch rush, okay?
Okay.
All right. What are you trying to do, scare off all my customers?
What?
You come walking in here all hound dog with your chin dragging down to the floor. Hey, man, this is a diner, you know? Not a funeral parlor. Cheer up, man.
You don't have to rub it in, Leon.
You heard from Carla? Never mind, I can tell by the look on your face.
What's that obvious, huh?
Like it was spelled out in flashing neon lights.
Yeah, you know, Leon, I can't figure out why she hasn't called yet.
You tried calling her?
Not exactly.
Not exactly? What do you mean, not exactly?
Well, I tried to call the hotel room the other night and tried to talk to Jimmy, but there was no answer.
So, keep trying. Gene, you're never going to get anywhere with that type of attitude.
Yeah,
Okay. So, how's the job hunting coming along?
Oh, I haven't started yet.
Why not?
Well, in case you haven't noticed, Leon, there's a couple of other problems that are on my mind right now.
Hey, man, I didn't mean to pour salt into your wound. It's just that I'm a little worried about you, man, as a friend.
That's okay, man. I understand. Thanks.
Say, there's a reporter on the Kingsley Chronicle who just happens to be a buddy of mine.
So?
If you were interested, there may be a reporter slot opening up soon. With your background, it might be a shoe-in. Look, think about it.
You've been pacing around all morning like somebody behind bars.
Oh, I feel like it. I feel like I'm back in a slammer.
Well, I know this isn't the fanciest of accommodations, but I'd like to feel my home was a little more comfortable than a city jail.
Oh, Ione, you know I don't mean it like that. It's just that I get so antsy when I'm cooped up like this.
Oh, I know it's been hard on you, honey, but we just want you to just kind of bear with it a little bit longer. We don't want that Ronnie character knowing where you are.
I've been doing some thinking. I just feel like I shouldn't be staying here.
Well, what are you talking about?
Well, I'm dead serious. I mean, I shouldn't be putting you through all this. It'd be better for everybody if I just moved out.
Oh, nonsense.
I mean it. What if Ronnie finds out I'm staying here? Or what if he already knows I'm here? I mean, I don't want to put you through that kind of stuff. I can take it. It's my life. That's different.
Oh, honey,
but I don't
don't-
want you to be in that kind of danger. You know, it just ain't right.
Don't worry about me, honey. My life is in the Lord's hands.
Well, I wish mine was.
Well, it could be. All you have to do is open up your heart and ask him to take over.
Yeah, well, one day maybe I'll do that. But for right now, old Babsy's got to figure things out.
Well, that's up to you. No more talk about leaving. You've come this far. There's no turning back now.
I just don't want to cause you any trouble, that's all.
Oh, no trouble at all, honey. Not compared to what I've seen in life. You've been through some bad times, honey. But right now, you're moving forward. And I'm going to help you any way that I can.
You know, you are too good to be true.
Oh, I wish somebody would tell that to Gene. He's got some ideas of his own.
Yeah, well, if he does, he's wrong. You can take it from me.
Okay, no more talk about leaving, okay?
Okay, I guess you're right.
Guessing's got nothing to do with it, honey. You know I'm right.
Hey, Gene. Should I call my friend in the paper or not?
I don't know, Leon.
Hey, look, hold on a second. Gene, you've been a reporter for years.
Yeah, but that was television, man.
So?
That's different.
Well, you could do it.
I don't know.
Hey, look, now, do you want me to call my friend or not?
Well, why don't you let me think about it?
Okay.
And I'll get back with you about it, okay?
Hey, man. I understand what you're going through. I know it's rough. You'll pull through, though. Just remember one thing here.
What's that?
Don't blow your Ponderosa, man. Give Carl a call. You want some more coffee?
Yeah, I could use a little bit more.
All right.
Hey, and Leon, how about adding a grilled cheese sandwich with that?
Grilled cheese coming up, my man.
Thanks.
What's that?
It's a turkey sandwich. What'd you think it was?
Tammy, I ordered 2 hot dogs.
Oh, rats. My mistake. I don't know. I guess it's because every time I see your face, I think turkey.
Well, next time think hot dog.
No problem. Leon, you got a couple of dogs back there?
With everything?
Yeah, that's
Coming right up.
Anything else?
Well, yeah, you know, I was thinking we should get together and go out to dinner. Huh?
You can't take a hint, can you?
Well, come on, Tammy. I mean, you know, this place doesn't deserve you, and you know it. Now, come on, let's go out and have a good time.
Look, Prince Charming, this happens to be my job, so cool it.
Come on. You know, just a dinner date, huh? What do you say?
Okay.
See, I knew you'd come to your senses. Hey, we're gonna do it right, too. I'll make reservations at the Greenbrier. Okay? Saturday night?
I'm sorry, can't make it.
Okay. Friday.
I'm busy.
Well, then you tell me.
About 2001.
You mean the movie?
No, I mean the year. If you're still around then, give me a call.
Oh, real funny. 2001.
Oh, hi, you about ready?
Lunch hasn't even come yet. So
Gil, in case you've forgotten, we have work to do.
come on, relax. Why don't you sit down and have a bite yourself?
I am not hungry.
Hey, have it your way.
Gil. Hi. I need you to look over the purchase request, okay?
Hey, I can do that tomorrow, okay?
I have to put them in the mail today.
What does it matter? Today, tomorrow, you know? What difference will it make, huh?
Gil, please, I need your help.
I will. Just don't worry, okay?
Okay.
Man. Hey, Leon, let me have another beer, please.
All right.
You want a bite? Huh?
No thanks.
Okay.
Good to see you.
Terry, I want you to meet Babs Farley. Terry Davison.
Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Babs.
Oh, why don't you sit down?
Oh, thank you.
Terry, tell me, how is Laurie?
I'm afraid there's been no real change.
Oh, Terry.
We've called Dr. Feldman in on the case.
Dr. Feldman. Wasn't that Miriam's doctor?
One and the same.
Oh, she spoke so highly of him.
Well, he's an expert in psychological imbalance and prolonged depression.
Well, what does he say about Laurie?
Well, he's recommending that we move her to Mercy Hospital in Fairmont for special treatment.
Fairmont, the mental hospital. What does Ben think about it?
Well, he doesn't want to move her right now, but he feels it'd be the best thing for her.
Oh, that poor child.
You know, Miss Davidson, Ione here told me everything that happened, and, well, I just want you to know that I'm real sorry.
Thank you.
Ione, you're always talking about how good God is. Well, how do you figure it when something like that happens to an innocent young girl? I mean, she never did nothing to hurt nobody.
How can you answer that? I've heard that question so often since all of this began. And you know something, Ione? I'm beginning to wonder myself.
Well, you know the answer to that as well as I do, Terry.
Do I?
There is no answer.
Now, that doesn't make any sense at all.
I'm just saying that the things God does are beyond our comprehension and we're not supposed to understand it all. But just don't go blaming God for the devil's handiwork, like some folks do. Amen? Now, if that doesn't make good sense, I don't know what does.
Where in the world did that woman put the George Freedom file? Certainly not under F. That's too obvious for Babs. Now, she tries something more original, like, D, for divorce. E, A for adultery. Maybe G as in George? How about B for bonkers? Harold Webster. Babs? No, she isn't here. Who is it? Hello?
Harold, this whole business of Nancy's house has gotten out of control. Now, I want you to handle the entire transaction from here on out.
Charles, you might at least knock before you come barging in here.
Knock? Why should I?
Because this happens to be my office, you know.
Now, I want you to get on this thing right away. I don't know what Mrs. Davidson is up to, but I can assure you it will be to no good.
Terry?
Yes. Nancy has already given her $5,000. Now, at the time, I thought that was a little much, but in a gesture of goodwill, I agreed to the figure. The Redlands had moved out, and Nancy wanted to take full possession of the house.
So, Nancy, you have already given Ms. Terry Davidson $5,000 as down payment?
Yes. Then, and you won't believe this, she had the unmitigated gall to ask for an additional $5,000. Now, have you ever heard of anything like that? I couldn't believe my own ears when Nancy told me. And now, Nancy says that she is demanding her money, and that if she's not paid, she'll refuse to sell Nancy the house.
Who's handling the transaction for Terry?
Nobody. No real estate agent, no lawyer, no nothing. Apparently she's doing it herself. I tell you, Harold, she is trying to take advantage of Nancy.
Take advantage of Nancy?
Disgusting, isn't it? Trying to squeeze money out of her own sister.
Charles, you know, there may be some perfectly reasonable explanation for all this.
Imagine the nerve of asking for $10,000. Have you ever heard of anything like that? At least she could have some compassion for Nancy. After all, a woman in that condition? But oh, no. She's out to grab every dime she can get.
Charles, don't get upset. Now, you got to think about your heart. Now, you calm down, and I promise you, I assure you that I will look into this completely.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah. Now, look, there's something I want to know.
What?
You still intend to marry Nancy? Charles, do you hear me?
Yes, Harold. I heard you.
She's a nice girl, don't you think, Terry?
Babs? Mm-hmm. Well, she's pretty forthright, but I like a lady who speaks her mind.
Oh, and she does that.
But she seemed a little nervous. Is something bothering her?
Oh, you noticed.
Well, I couldn't help it. She practically jumped out of her skin when the phone rang.
Oh, well, it seems as though her past might be trying to catch up with her. Sure, I said swallowing her, you know. She's a nice girl deep down, but she's just had such a hard life. Just keep her in your prayers, Terry.
I will.
It seems to be a lot of catching up of the past in this house also here lately.
You mean Jean and Carla?
Oh. Jean.
Hey, Mom. Terry,
Hi,
how
Jean.
are you?
Oh, what are you doing home so early, Jean?
Oh, I wasn't feeling too well, so I thought I would take the rest of the day off.
Well, what's wrong, son?
Oh, it's nothing really. I just need some time to myself. Besides, there's nothing going down at the office down there now that the commissioners haven't decided to fill Jason's spot, so...
Really?
Yeah. They said they're going to wait until the November elections and just let the people of the county decide for themselves.
Well, Jean, that's what you should do.
What's that?
Run for office. I mean, this county needs more good people.
No. I know too much about politicians to play their game. Besides, I don't think I'd care to have my past smeared all over the newspaper.
Well, Jean, if you feel that way, you don't...
Mom, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I ought to just pick up and move out or something.
Jean, what are you talking about?
Well, I've really been thinking about it a lot, you know? Maybe I ought to do something different. I mean, make a new life for myself. And...
Oh, Jean, you wouldn't.
Mom, I said I was only thinking about it, lady. See you a little later on.
Got a letter from Dad.
From Dad?
Yeah.
He never writes letters. He
did
hates
this
to
time.
write letters.
He did this time.
Let me see.
It's addressed to both of us.
Well, what's he say?
Oh, I don't think you're gonna like this.
Why? What's wrong?
Says he's not coming back until the job is completely done.
He's gonna stay there?
That's what it says.
Well, I thought that he said he was gonna come back here after all the preliminary work was done.
Well, I guess he changed his mind, Marianne.
Let me see that. I have decided to stay in North Carolina to personally supervise every step of the construction.
Told you.
So, who's gonna personally supervise Prescott Development while he's gone?
You don't think I can handle it, do you? Huh?
Oh, Gil, it's not that.
Yeah, huh?
No, it's just that this takes a lot more experience, and we both have a lot more to learn.
Marianne, on-the-job training's the best, okay?
I miss you both terribly, but I want you to know that the time alone has done me good. I've been doing a lot of soul searching since I left Kingsley. My prayers have been answered, Marianne. I'm enjoying a deep peace with the Lord. I really miss him, Gil.
I know you do.
I wish he'd come back.
Hey, North Carolina, that's not very far, okay? You can go down there anytime you want, okay? I'll take care of everything. I promise.
Oh, Miss Davidson, please come in.
Mr. Webster?
Yeah. I'm so glad that you were able to stop by.
Well, I called my office and got your message. I was at Ione Redlands for lunch, so I decided to drop by your office on my way back to the hospital.
Yeah, Miss Redland, how is she?
She's doing fairly well.
Good. Look, I wanted to tell you how sorry I was to hear about your daughter.
Thank you. I appreciate your concern.
I read about it in the Chronicle.
We were hoping none of this would make the papers. I'm afraid the reporter blew everything out of proportion.
Well, even so, it's still an ugly experience. You have my deepest sympathies. I don't know what things are coming to these days. Seems just about everybody I know is getting hurt somehow. I'm sorry, I didn't ask you up here to give you a lecture on the rising crime rate.
No, I didn't think that was the reason you asked me to drop by.
No, it wasn't. I really hate to bother you at a time like this.
Does this have something to do with Mother's house?
Precisely. I've been asked to represent Nancy in the transaction, to see to it that the sale comes off as soon as possible.
That's perfectly agreeable with me.
Good. Well, now, as I understand it, you have been given a deposit, a down payment of $5,000 by Nancy.
What?
The $5,000 that Nancy gave you towards your half of the house.
I never got any money from Nancy. I don't know what you're talking about.
There must be some mistake.
I'll say there must be some mistake.
Well, you never got the $5,000?
No, I still don't understand what you're talking about.
I'm sorry, Miss Davidson, but well, the way Charles Carpenter explained the situation to me was that you had demanded $5,000 from Nancy and then insisted on another $5,000.
Nancy never even discussed money with me, much less made an offer of a down payment. Believe me, if she had, I would have called in a lawyer to handle the transaction. I know my sister too well to leave such things in her hands.
Yeah. Well, it certainly does sound suspicious, doesn't it?
Certainly does.
Yeah. But, forgive my candor, not at all surprising.
No, not for Nancy.